going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Jose. You're on the Tumbado channel right now. We're actually putting everything back together on the truck right now, finishing up welding some of the rear end stuff, but we're gonna put the differential back on there, put the races and the unit back in, make sure everything is tight and torqued down however it's supposed to be. This is probably gonna be one of the very last few videos. We still have one more part pretty much once the big reveal is done, but pretty much the last installation video that we're gonna do before we bring out the next video, which is gonna be pretty much taking it out the shop, taking a look at all the paint and powder coat that's gonna be on there. So let's go inside and start building this truck and putting it back together. So we got the brake caliper bracket, we got the differential unit in there. So now we're just gonna slide in the axles and then put all the internal clips that hold everything together. Yeah, not too bad. We had already marked these, so we just know exactly where to put them back at. But everything looks good. Alright guys, so look, these are the little C-clips that are gonna go into this little groove right here. So you gotta make sure that the grooves are in place right about there. Slide that in. See how it went in there just like that? Once it's in, just pull the axle out, and that actually sits inside now. So it has some meckles on it. Put it out, and there we go. We got this gap in between in the middle, and this is where the spacer is gonna go. This is the spacer that's gonna go in there, and this will just slide in like this. There we go. And that's good right there. So that pretty much holds everything from coming back so that the axles don't wobble around. So that's gotta fit in there pretty tight, but not super tight. Now we gotta put the cap on and the C-clip. Now this is the cap, and most of you guys who have factory rear ends won't have this style differential unit. You'll have like the Penn style. This is a True Track. A lot of different True Track setups will have this same style of head, and you just slide this in here like that, and it should sit just like that. So this will fit a little loose, but once we put that clamp in there, it won't allow it to come back or forward. Alright, we got it in there, but it's not clipped. So you want to make sure that you push this in and it clips on there. And there you have it. Pause the unit install, done. And we got the axles back in there, seals and bearings. Pretty good. Now we just gotta put all the oil in there and it should be alright. Go over it with the scuff pad and pretty much just coat the whole thing. And then pretty much wait for the rest of the stuff to come in so we can put it all back together. We got the frame painted up. It looks real good. This is a satin black color. Sanded it all down, pretty much just scuffed it, and then cleaned up all the old welds that were on there. And man, it looks real good. I can't wait to finish putting this back together and putting on the links with all the new colors that it's gonna have. It's gonna pop real nice because the frame being black on its own already looks really nice. But I still have to pull off the rear end, cut the welds off of it, and then finish painting it. But the frame is pretty much done. It looks real good. So definitely a big improvement to what we already had. You know, some spots were kind of with the undercoating and all that stuff, so we got rid of that, but we got that black paint on there, so it looks real nice. Once we get that silver and purple underneath this whole suspension part, it's gonna look like a whole new setup. It's gonna look real strong, real beefy. The support system that it has now can handle the weight and power that it's gonna have. So definitely made a big improvement. Definitely excited to see how it's gonna end up being. I ended up pulling off the upper control arms for the front end, and we're gonna coat those also in the aluminum color that we're gonna do, and that's gonna look real good. So you guys who are going to OTM, make sure you guys go and stop by our tent. We're gonna be out there selling the Tumbado merch, and we're gonna have the truck out there. I don't know about the 4-door just yet because I don't know if it's gonna be ready, but if we do have that one ready too, we're gonna have the 4-door and the single cab out there. So make sure you guys go and stop at our tent and check it out for once it's done. If you guys from out of town, we're gonna make another video once we actually reveal this. Probably do it after OTM, and then you guys can watch that too. But stick around and we'll see what else we do here. We did end up putting the front control arms. They usually go right there, but we took all that off. We took the springs out. Those are the only control arms that are gonna stay, but we're gonna give them a quick wipe down, clean up, pretty much degrease all this area, recoat it, and then we'll probably recoat those too in some silver, but just rattle can silver instead of pretty much powder coating it. The reason why I don't want to do those is because I still have to pull out the bushings, pull off the ball joints, and normally when you pull off the ball joints on these, you only get pretty much like one try before the metal starts to warp. Then you have a really shaky and sketchy ass ball joint. So I don't want to run the risk of not having the control arms ready for the OTM. So we're not going to do those just yet, but we're going to do the top because we can unbolt the ball joints, and then we're going to do the springs and the spindles, and that's pretty much it for now. And then like I said, we're just going to spray all of this down, wipe out all that crusty crap that's on there, and this like oily and grease dust, and we're going to wipe all that off and pretty much recoat it new so that it looks real nice. And when you look at the spindles and all that, that's coated really nice. All that looks real satin black. So we're gonna do that, but we're probably not gonna do that on camera because it's gonna take too long. But we'll do that, and then once we install all the new parts, it's gonna look real good. So hopefully you guys like it. All right guys, so that was pretty much it at the shop. We didn't really do anything much, but we gotta go to On The Gas and drop off the money for the show booth that we're gonna have on the 31st of October, which is gonna be October Truck Madness. So if you guys are out here in Houston, make sure you guys go and stop by the Baytown track, which is the quarter mile. It's called Houston Race Park. So make sure you guys stop by the show, and if you guys see us out there, we should have the purple truck out there. We got the crew cab out there. You guys should see that. But let's head out to On The Gas and drop off the money. All right guys, we just dropped off the money to Beto from On The Gas for the event. So like I said, make sure you guys stop by October 31st. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a good show. You know, it's going to be one of the only shows that's been really good, you know, because since the coronavirus. But hopefully it's a good turnout. We're gonna pretty much try and get this done and go to the show, have a good time. If we see you guys out there, you know, say what's up. And hopefully everything turns out good, man. Hopefully we get to finish the truck in time and pretty much make it out to the show without a problem. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, drop a comment down below if you guys are excited for these next few days, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Also, don't forget to cop the merch. Link is in the description. Peace.